Hey everybody, what's going on? Andrews here with another Black Desert video. Today we are going to go over the new Global Labs updates. First, they have reworked the guild ranking system when it comes to permissions. So now the GM will be able to delegate specific permissions on each rank, with each rank having a set amount of permissions available. If you want a rank to be able to start guild missions, buy things from the shop, but not declare war, you can assign all of that through this new system via toggles. They added this new guild permission settings UI to the main submenu on your guild member list to make it more convenient. There is a full breakdown of which ranks and which categories and which permissions within those categories are available for you to manage on the site, so I'll link it down in the description if you want to see a full list. But moving on, we do have a Blackstone simplification update for sailing items. All of the different types of Blackstones that were used to level your Carrack gear, your Caravel, your Galleass, all of those are now going to be using this Wave Blackstone. Depending on the gear you're enhancing and what level of enhancement you're attempting, you will need more or less of these new Blackstones. Any old Blackstones you had laying around will be converted into this new one. The level 1 trade good to Verdant Blackstone exchange will be removed. The barter trades that gave you the old Blackstones will be changed to now give the new ones. Most quests that gave you sailing Blackstones will now give you this new one. You can no longer craft sailing Blackstones, and the Starlight Powder from nodes will be removed. The barter trade that needed Starlight Powder will now need a level 5 trade good instead for a reward of 20 Wave Blackstones. The new Blackstone can also be purchased from the Crow Coin shop for 10 coins. It's a good change, I think, overall to help with new players and even returning players who may be trying out sailing for the first time. I've heard and understand that the different items, different types of Carrack as well, can get confusing for some new players. They've also made some changes to Erethea's trial. When you hand in the seal, you get the blessing immediately. If you re-enter while having the blessing active, you can open the way to the trial room. You can now also enter Erethea's trial through 2 ways, having the Forgotten Limbo seal or having the blessing active. I'm currently 15 hours into trying to grind for the seal. Nothing so far. We'll see this week and hopefully I get lucky, but let me know if you've been grinding. Let me know if you've had any luck. For Tungrad Ruins, they've also had one change, well, a fix, where an issue where some monsters were not reappearing. And for quality of life, they've improved the auto-pathing for the Ulukita quest with Rulupi. They have improved the Quiet Garden quest to have some of the stones glow. The Lost Necklace quest in Velia can now be accepted even when you're above level 31. And to complete the Lost Sheep quest, you now need to have completed the Black Dragon Statue main story quest in Serendia. For Node Wars, we have a few changes. The question mark node fort will now have a timer between 10 minutes to a max of 60 minutes. If the total number of guilds that have applied to participate in a Node War region category is 4 or less, the Node War has been changed to be held in one region for that region group. When hitting a cannon while on a horse in Node Wars or sieges, you will now deal 100% more damage. When hitting flame towers or Huacha using cannons, you will now deal 30% more damage. When hitting annex buildings with cannons, you will now deal 20% more damage. The fort status widget will now appear to all players on that channel during the Node War. The new addition to these Node Wars is the introduction of the victory and participation buffs. When you do Node Wars, you now get 2 scrolls that will give you 10-hour buffs when you use them. You have to be part of the winning guild or part of a participating guild that killed or died enough to satisfy the reward requirements. For Balanos and Serendia, the combat buff gives you monster AP plus 5 and item drop rate plus 5%. The life buff gives you 25 mastery and 20% life experience. That's for just participating. If you do win, you would get 10 monster AP and 10% item drop rate. And for the life buff, you would get 50 mastery and 30% life XP. And that's just for Balanos and Serendia. If we look at Calphion and Camasilvia, the highest tier participating gets you 20 monster AP buff and a 20% item drop rate increase. For life skills, it would be 80 mastery and 45% life XP. If you win, you get 25 monster AP, 25% item drop rate, and 100 mastery and 50% life XP. You get 1 combat scroll and 1 life scroll, so you can choose when you want to use them. Each of them will last 10 hours after you use them. They have also added Node War titles that will last 7 days. Will have special colors as well, but will not have that special effect like we see with the Siege titles. The naming could change since these are Korean translations, but it looks like it will be 70 kills for the Champion title, 130 kills for the Commander title, and 200 kills for the Decisive Weapon title. And lastly, they have changed your item drop rate widget to appear whenever you enter a grind spot automatically, so you don't have to open it yourself. If you don't want this, you think it's annoying, you can set it so it doesn't appear for the rest of the day. So that's a nice change. And that's pretty much it for today. Let me know what you think about the Node War changes. Is this something that would make you want to try and do Node Wars? If you don't do them already, let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.